Whoa!
Whoever got to touch the point, because OWCS we're heading for the spawn room. Doors, Gaga's on the ball, and now they're starting to match the tempo. Wildcat Troll Center. This is, again, another Ram playground.
The court. Oh! Trying to punish this high ground here, but another teleport up. Oh, the bonus shot is so good though, but they're going to TP away. Oh,
Mine's established, so High Noon's not going to be finding any good angles.
Oh, nice little Ravenous Vortex there. The Quartz is going to get protected by that lamp as he pops the High Noon. Soundbarrier comes in as well. No fear now. Looking into the eyes of Painkiller. Painkiller have to back off, and oh, he's just triple.
Try and still commit on the UV now that the charge is dissipated and the pressure is on.
Oh, what a boot. Nice stuff from Astro there. That burrow takes a little bit of time to actually put you underground. Astro with a quick boot, and well, the turrets do the rest.
So now that Lep is dead.
Yeah, Captive Sun as well is going to be the final nail in the coffin, I think. Maybe there's a Suzu there. No, absolutely not. Yeah, really horrible fight. Oh, good first kill. Quartz down. Orbital Ray still in the back pocket. Funny Astro, and he does use it as soon as they keep their heads around that corner. But Chronic, use that shift to get away. Same with Quartz, gets out of there. But oh, that's a Captive Sun and a half. Lucamino! 3 kills to the Captive Sun. Just lays waste.
High ground, Ligue has his Terror Surge pushing into the choke.
Here we go. Shockwave, you've been the hero so often before. Can you do it again? It does! Get shy! VP up on a good run. Shockwave did last map and just come out on fire.
The angle.
This up, and here we go. Leave over in, grabs the rush, and gets dropped in turn by Shockwave. Taken down. Overclock in action. VP up 1. Shockwave with 2, 3.
Moira has to carry the lion's share of the hearing load now for Varel, and Lip is waiting for the goal.
Maybe the opportunity to kind of stack up, play around your bath, and go, that is the one. Still on this Moira, so now you're playing for like coalescence here towards the end of the game. I would have loved this.
Basically unassailable from this high ground position. Merrill a little bit low now. It's going to be an overclock pop, so by to get the consideration off, even though he knows he's likely going to die. And AG actually make decent use of it, but they've committed both ults, so now
also giving Falcons an opportunity to play a little bit faster.
Yeah, give someone, proper someone to play alongside. Is the death also coming through? He gets caught out. Looks like Merritt might have been knocked actually.
Point. Right now, Cutler under pressure. Ultraviolet gonna drop the window. Meanwhile, Cutler backing out. Has to get saved by the immortality field.
Speed boost. Infecting gets into position as Terror Surge is still high value. Now Dia does have the overclock here.
Zera in the back. He hits the pulse on Chamomile, but then hit Punk. Punk goes down. Not saved by Rack Attack in the moment. Percentage ticking on off as Proud easily.
It was him up using that right click close to the Captive Sun, and same it could be said for that rush. That's a whole lot of ults on the point. Oh, Benefria blocks the Captive Sun though. Dia does end up going down to top Dragon, but it's a 1-for-1 trade, and Nico's already used the shift. They tear it down. Oh, it connects with a couple, but the follow-up damage is required. Benefria still a menace on the point. Ain't no monkeying around for him as Farrell. Wall not so great there from top Dragon. There's still a nice little angle for the team to shoot through. Captive Sun now into the corner. Oh, and that's a big one. That lamp just needs to be destroyed. And Lengsa! Amplified attack speed now will help heal up the tank in the front line. Oh, that was a stick and a half. Pulse bomb in the hands of the Tracer.
Okay, there's the ult and the pulse bomb. Taejong has a lot of good targets.
Nice Suzu there, comes in massive for Chamomile. Nico goes down yet again. Taejong, mini health pack, pulse bomb in 5%, trying to force that fade. Quite does it as well. Oh, the stick from Taejong again!
Wouldn't mind kind of matching that, the venture to try and help this dive.
He's gonna die.
Oh, what a pulse! Oh, top Dragon also lurking around.
Trying to force lamp. They're trying to force lamp, and oh, Camo doesn't even pop it. Pulse bomb on the floor. Oh, watch! Very, very passive lamp there by Chamomile. Window very aggressive, however. Annihilation, Window, they're just gonna run through them. Dia, wrong place, wrong time. Varel keeping the payload going.
The Quartz with the Deadeye takes down Colorhead. Still a crit. It doesn't matter if people are down. Quartz says, I will be the team. Last shot. That hasn't changed. It's just like, you know what? Aggro Lucio play for ladder. Yeah, I'm gonna oh God. But this Quartz immediately equalized. Like, it actually changes your expectation of events when watching Quartz here. As Quartz goes over and nearly gets back on the flick on the Colorhead. Quartz though. Beat gonna come down, looking up and over. It's a little bit stuffed up by the blade. Force of dangerous. Colorhead and Bob gets 2.
TP onto the high ground right now, already a good angle for Quartz. You can see Punk under so much pressure as Aki is forced to use the lamp. But Nyang
Whoa, the Vola is good. It's the beat hits everyone, and the counterpunch from Team CC very, very close now. Potentially against it, but there's the Deadeye. Well, it's gonna shut it down.
All right, this is a really huge win here for the side of Zocorp. They need to get these kills here on the exit, deny the retreat so they can get additional percentage here because they had a decent time bank, but now they are struggling to regroup once again, and this was not the setup they were looking for. This is a disaster.
Yeah, Pineapple just opportunistic overclock, racks it on up. Unbelievable.
It is certainly feeling that way as Abs is just taken out here by Kaneki straight up. He's going to Tectonic. They're going to take the fight off the point.
He just kind of selves alive in the groups. A nice anti-nade onto Fixer, but he can't quite get him. Sonjin sent to the skies, forced to recall, and Aid has already gone down. What was that post bomb, Sonjin?
Oh, Choron caught in the snare but still escapes. Overclock on the high ground. Lip finds a kill onto Zera. Kitsune rush from Rupal comes out now in response to Shu. True will not track. But Vega goes down and Liquid they did a takedown jump and he's going to have that final raging time. Clock comes out from Tree. He swings on the wide angle. The Suzu is good to keep Lip alive but not good enough as he will fall. Tree good for a second. Clock comes out from Lip. He's taking so much damage. Pulse from Zera does not connect. Infected and Zera both fall. It's a 1 versus 5. Vega against the world. And Crazy Raccoon.
So you can have Mew come to the high ground and use that sound barrier.
Well, they're going to get what they asked for. It's going to be a trade of Kitsune rushes here and a pulse bomb stuck in the direction of the front line and proper merit in the game. It was almost a one clip there from Lee. Pretty disgusting stuff, and unfortunately, he doesn't quite have the support. Now the count will begin. Sound barrier comes out for Weibo Gaming. They really want to stake their claim to the point and commit to this fight. Somehow, someone stays alive. It's got someone though gets snarled up by Weibo, maybe tempted into the net. They're trying to sit in that small room on the right. Getting rid of the Diva's a good sign, and they still commit a sound barrier here. What is the plan supposed to be? Monk's going to be blown up now. Air Matrix for Shy to play through, but it's getting a little bit dicey, a little bit up close and personal. Chio in his face, getting a second kill in this fight. Unreal.
Extremely low, has to back up. They're going to have to use the beat to keep him up.
Not good for Falcons, not good. They've had it forced, but someone gets forward with a burst of momentum and a bubble pulse from Lee.
And you're like a minute, a little bit above a minute left. I mean, you're in a horrible position.
Those Tank and Mirror will be waiting on this off angle, but he takes a big hit from elsewhere. Quickly to the rescue comes Field. Now topped up. Gushway eventually fell. Ball shot should account. Leave once again accosting these Falcons backliners. Big stick. That's a huge one. Let's just get what we can out of Falcons here.
Yeah, they decide to hold on to it.
Wait to the net.
I with 3. Excuse me.
Okay, they lost 2-3 plays. I don't even know. Shy's going to run them over. What?
Why not?
Takes him down, gives him a rough case of tinnitus. Merritt sees Gushway protecting himself from that annihilation and finds some more juicy targets to deal with.
They TP over to the right and they're already stepping up. You've got to keep your eye on checkmate.
Mamo stick over, connects. Rush. Gonna be the way it opens up. Kappa gonna drop the annihilation. Mamo just looking to be an opportunist here. And the back goes for the torp. Checkmate though. Away from an overclock, but doesn't need it to put checkmate down. Geekay up 1. Lethal though gives his life for it. Blizzard coming out from Mamo towards the very end. A little bit of spacing at the point, only 2 meters to go. And it's a chilly payload indeed as Mamo. The Ultraviolet, Kitsune rush at the same time. Lacaux could be the decider off the end, but Admiral's gonna get caught. Lopta finds Admiral. The pickoff that was promised gets another off the top. Now can see it with 1 seconds left to go. This
Kellex is about to have that beat available. You can see Zion on top of Ultraviolet, pulls out the left. But Kellex, he's gone down with the beat and Geekay, they turned it ZP.
Yeah, Geekay able to turn it. Kellex just waits too long, but also waits too long.
Especially against the Sim.
Oh, aggressive captive Sun. Extra someone in the backline. Oh, Lucamino does it again. That lamp doesn't stop him either. Here comes the counter rush, although the beat from left is going to make sure they survive any incoming damage from that tectonic shock as Chronic is already around, dueling out against Rocket. Still, point in contestation as a Science Esports to try and just use every cooldown possible to push Donghak off, but overtime Wick takes a long time to burn, sadly, for Science. Donghak now in trouble. He's still got this Terror Surge for emergency's sake. Does end up using it to sustain.
There's no Lucio here, so it's hard to get that speed boost to your Mei to get her in where she needs to be.
Little off angle, Captive Sun here.
Good connection, and there it is! Vega! Back to work!
Yeah, and KSG, that's going to be the Immortality field used right there, so it's going to be the Captive Sun over the top. I think it only connects on to 2 targets.
Oh, that is dirty stuff from Vega. Averaging 2 kills per Captive Sun. What a...
Oh, like lose this fight, we're going to play for the next one. All of a sudden, then you have no time left. It's going to be the Annihilation used here by KSG. It's going to be the Immortality field gone already.
Oh my God!
Just completely been given the slip. You can see now, Geeko, they flipped over to the point. The overclock comes out. Cover, he catches a kill onto Pineapple. Lethal with far away. And Team CC, it is completely fallen through their fist.
Yes, that can get you the momentum you need as the bomb is going to come out here for the remake. Sound barrier and double tap. I don't know if this Bastion has legs here, to be honest with you, Hunter, as he's going to look for something. He's got a teleporter.
The overtime perks. The pilot so cover. He went deep, but he was not saved by a Pineapple Queen's house.
Yeah, I mean,
He's going down with it. Beat comes out from the side of Blizzard. Blizzard in the sky. It's going to come down in overtime. Koenigi's on the objective. Tectonic shock. The overclock comes out in.
That was a trip. Okay, Gucci here. I'm so low. Again, worth pointing out, there's the sheer amount of burst damage attached to the slash. Here for 3 damage. Victor trying to play safe as he can. Shies down. Shockwave now as well with the overclock. A chance for Virtus.pro to get back in the game. That is ridiculous. He's done too much to juggle apparently. As Gala picks him off. Reed catches Vistola out inside this room. But are they ready for the Annihilation? Clearly, New wasn't ready for Gala. Now the Annihilation comes into play to Blizzard. Behind Vistola, he actually backed up into it. He could have avoided it. And that's a problem. He'll get back, but he's lacking teammates. Icestorm desperately trying to get into the fight here, and Gushwa's going a little bit low. He's playing ahead of his shield. He's getting kind of chunked down. Shockwave comes over the top. A 2-piece. The focal point. And I'll tell you what, no better way to be the focus than to throw a Terra Surge in. But Vistola has one to reciprocate. It leaves Tectonic Shock, and up we go. Down comes Fixer. Location for quite some time now. Still no way to make it work. Pulled down to the low ground, but a Terra Surge, and Monk ends up getting cut aside inside of it. Now it's for VP. They've lost Vistola, but what's the crackback going to be? They can't extract much damage in response, and Dutrade be back in time. But Leaf has not left this part of the map. He's still present, but a big battle on finish. Vistola with a fortify, forcing Monk away from the fight. Your STC overtime is going to be short-lived, folks. And once more. Quartz gets a happy little dink across the map, and Painkiller has no choice but to throw up the guard. Has to back away. Here's a blitz. Bridges in the fight, and the sound barrier is going to be committed for Sign Esports. There's a buy some time to get the healing in. Simple's immortality field protects Quartz from that pulse bomber now. Javelin spin in the face of Quartz. He doesn't seem to mind. The Annihilation from KSA goes utterly uncontested, and Quartz is knocking heads together. Melee kill on Chronic.
To finish him off.
And this is the look, by the way, that gave Twisted Mind so much of their mileage earlier on in this stage. Chronic!
Using the Deadeye here. The Kitsune rush from both sides. Painkiller's gonna fall.
Painkiller down, and I've got bad news for Sign Esports fans. It's not just Chronic, it's Terminal! Quartz runs it down!
AG.AL actually making the change here over to the Pharah. And then over on the other side, it's just going to be Kellex.
What? Mate, though, not nearly so lucky. Now around the card, that's a stick, and that was dangerous. Sead almost carried that into the rest of his team. Jagged Ball throwing up to try and give him some space, and Langdon desperately trying to keep him standing, but Jangwoo was looking for a reload, and Spike Guard takes the Tracer out. But Shockwave found his enemy hit scan. Checkmate has to be careful, but he's got to commit. What a connection with those right clicks. Shockwave's looking a bit low, and somehow Icestorm has to challenge the high ground. Lambda doesn't know where his assailants go. Oh my goodness!
Here. He's got Fixer there working with him. This is so risky though.
God, it's not where you want to be fighting a Cassidy. Just chaining those headshots. 95 and counting. It is last chance saloon for Virtus.pro. Provided tried to hit the panic button with the Kitsune rush that came out, but Merit has the perfect off angle for it. And Kappa does the last way in, but it's really just a desperate grasp, a reach here for the point where the Tectonic gun. Then they split. Kaffer off to the left. In the back corner, you can see Lethal there, and there's a grab thrown in at 3. Pedal, though, might have saved him. Now we'll see everybody drop down. Falcon's happy to let the fight simmer a little bit here. That's a stick.
10 seconds on the clock.
They're going to try and charge Admiral! Captain of the SS Ajax goes down with the ship. They surprised us, delighted us, but now their backs are against the wall, Matt.
Trying to bulldoze their way probably through the left lane to avoid some of this. Oh,
The tree's dead.
pull down.
It'll slam, no, but Suzu instantly. Look at that. Who's in the back line? It's Tree. They're going to just push forward with the sound barrier now. Donghack has got the Meteor Strike, and he's found 2 players all alone. I mean, good luck dealing with the Doomfist now. Infected does end up killing Zestens, used also Force, as Donghack just struggling to kill Tree. It's taking him a long time to do so. He's going to punch, gets onto the point, but he's got the block for not much longer. Dire right now. There's a checkpoint in the sights for T1 as well. well. Oh, and the sticks. T1, I'd imagine. No, they're actually going to be in. Cage comes in. Uh-oh, not where the Lucio wants to be, but I don't think Vega wants to be there either. Oh, retreat! What?
Yeah, Team Liquid though.
What a weird fight. T1 just eviscerate Team Liquid. A 3-0 and the win streak will continue for the squad. Almost zero. Choron close to the sound barrier, peeks his head through the window, but Quartz has his number. Overclock will finish off Lip. He charges Lip, finds an alternate angle to shoot a KSA, getting around the defense matrix. Oh, the direct.
Max should really let this rip soon.
Yep, there it is. Look for a head stop, maybe. No, a little bit too far away. Lamp comes in, perfectly timed. Oh, that rock hits the TP.
Now they'll have a blizzard. Max is just farming, but Baby is overextended. The TP's at his feet.
High noon. Oh, Lip survives with a sliver of HP, but he didn't even need the headshot, did it for just style points. Blizzard not finding the level of success that they wanted. As Quartz is just sitting there shooting them like they're tin cans on a piece of wood. I mean, this is insane levels of accuracy from Quartz at that range. Chong's gonna get chased down.
Oh, high noon.
High noon pops, TP away. Wall comes in, TP up the high ground. Oh, there's a Matrix looking right at him. Oh, but he sang. And this a classic counter to the Diva, of course, the Zarya. Max already 100 charge with the bubble up in 3 seconds. Not a room you want to be in, not when his right kicks are flowing out for Yubi. He's got charge of his own. Just a zap shoe and he sang, no problem. Max next to full. You got a beam? I've got a bigger one.
The minds are creative, but Junbin is going to push them all by himself because he has the primal and the high noon gets activated.
Yeah, he sang's dead again. Shu ends up going down as well. He sang came back from spawn and Quartz met him with a couple of shots from the Peacekeeper. 3 kills for the Cass. Choron, I'm afraid you're going back to spawn, my son. On such a nasty angle. Now has to kind of deal with this bubble, so a little less effective. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, really, should I? Yeah, he's still clicking heads.
Oh, for blow, Quartz has to watch for the eye from the venture.
High noon does get booped away, but look at that TP again. Oh, Quartz! Surprise a little bit, but ends up using, what, like 2 shots of that? Oh, and that was it. What an unbelievable shot over Lip. TP predicted. They're going to heal up, they're going to deploy the wall, deploy the rush, deploy pretty much everything they've got. They've even got a high noon. Coming up for Quartz, a retreat here for Crazy Raccoon as Junbin ends up going down and Twisted Minds are rewriting history. Crazy Raccoon have been failed, thrown into the trash as Twisted Minds in front of their home crowd.
Look at that dive over towards the rest of T1. This guy is ready to knock some heads together. He's found Proud. Nice pick off. Problem might be punished for this, but love that switch on Suzu. That dire ultimate. Nice feel for that one. Grab came out at some point. Good catch, actually. And he mortality field's not going to be enough to protect T1. And now, Soundberry from Falcons, they're going to get aggressive behind it. The immortality field was only up for a second before proper skewers Vigilante. Merito is the cost. Steps able to get in the back. And the soft underbelly of the Falcons composition. Overclock for Merit, there it is! Talked about those first picks being a kill condition, and finding Proud is about as good as it gets. Jackpot! It'll get him into a grand final here at the Midseason Championship. The T1, they say, out of the way, youngsters! We have a legacy!
All the way, Valkatsio are not careful.
EP behind, still looking for this visit. Wall ends up coming up, but the sound barrier preempted from Funny Astro. Twisted Minds have been playing so much more aggressive, so much quicker this tournament, but maybe a little bit too fast. Graviton Surge does land over the TP away. Xian is good for the time being, but has to use that self-destruct.
The ults were nullified, but this matters because Twisted Minds have control.
TP through the point, beat lands from Kellex. He tries to get some environmental kills off the map. Bit off a little bit more as he can chew though, as Yubi chase him down with a right click. A fully charged Zarya is not to be messed with.
Twisted Minds fall out.
Up onto the sky, Soundbarrier does come in though. Astro jumps in, saves KSA, and Quartz with the railgun again.
Points are equal. Valkatsio to tie the series, and KSA, he's thrown left hook.
Oh, what a flank! Quartz got behind them. He shut down Labda instantly, but he scores a railgun to the back of the head. Quartz and checkmate now in a small 1v1, but with Astro's help, he should be good. A teleport, a right click, another TP, another right click. Checkmate needs this kill and he needs it bad. Quartz is now full HP with Ziad going exceptionally low. Pops the Annihilation is to stay in the fight, but this wall is something you cannot contend with. deal with, but because there's no Lucy on the side of AWCS, their ability to just dive in has been cut in half. Although Labda says otherwise. A short-range TP from Ubi doesn't... He can't escape from the wrath of Labda. And now the 1v1 versus Quartz. Quartz in their Ravenous Vortex, who's got his full movement speed available to it. And now KSA is trying to move up, trying to cause as much destruction in the front line, but a quick flip around, and Simple not expecting that. A beautiful placement there of the disruptor shot onto that teleporter. A soundbite from Funny Astro does hit 4, but with Simple dead, their lifelines are dwindling.
I think Quartz and Ubi have to generate that.
In a matter of 30 seconds inside this round.
And Labda has a great pump. Wait for Quartz. And either AWCS is going to be barrier for barrier. What difference can Labda make? He's dead.
Labda goes down again. Mid-ult. Ubi scores him with a right click. And there comes tumbling. Stroke there to try and dislodge checkmate, but he escapes nonetheless. Now Quartz on the flank. 3 players looking at him, but he still gets a kill. Make that 2. Quartz with an unbelievable flank. Funny Astro, sit down. Do that. And by the way, Payload's still moving. Checkmate this whole time has been there. Oh, blink smack double kill.
Pop soon.
Oh, I like this. A very early push here from a Twisted Minds. Labda sniped out of the skies. Saved his ult though. Still got one more chance.
Less than 30 seconds and no ult's being really built up. It's Twisted Minds that are living in the heads. So trying to take over the real estate of AWCS.
No blocks, no labs. Ubi in trouble. Kellex with a back smack. The assassination, the knife to the back. Kellex does end up getting traded though. Is KSA very low on the point with no backup. But it's all over. And map number 6. The TM versus AWCS rivalry extends. An overtime ticks down, and a minute and 8 seconds is not enough to do it in. Isn't that overclock? He's got a really good angle as well on the backline. He can penetrate, of course, these shots. Ubi's already down, cowering in the corner, clutching his pearls. They've got this annihilation, they've got this ult on the points, but Ubi is already dead. That's the end! What? He even gets a remake kill? Are you kidding? AWCS! As the dust settles. Window. Now the overclock from Proud. Oh, but Quartz deals him a rather deadly blow there with the 6-shooter. Zest ends up killing Ubi below him, looking for a bolus target. It hits KSA. Another large nade by Vigilante sends 2 players purple, and now the front line of Twisted Minds is waning. Proud taken to the skies again. He's trying to use the orbital rate and just push the tempo to the max. Teleports onto Vigilante. The captive sun completely denied. Suzu cleanses the sunburst as Quartz finds a double. But I don't think it's going to be enough. The Reinhardt brought down. Vigilante puts Rush on the point, but it's all Quartz. It's Quartz all day, every day, even an Ajax to top it off. As Twisted Minds find the podium finish and finish 3rd at EWC at the Midseason Championships.
A beat advantage here for AWCS, so not going to get up to this 98% just yet, but they should make progress, and that is a nasty shot.
How does Tonga finish that kill? He's on the ground. At the point back, that would have been even more stall that would have been possible. Someone has the annihilation here and can hold on until an opportunity. Oh, that was a Suzu drop to the ground, but it's too early. Landed a Kellex. Voldemort's going to find his connections off these railguns. It's dirty stuff. Labda forced away. 3 for 1 for Merits. And that's one way to make a statement to end Lijiang Tower. Team Falcons.
Proper. Take advantage of that aggression.
Bingo, baby. Labda nails Merit, pops his head like a cherry, and it's an annihilation from someone. It's just a bluff. There's nothing you can do about it. Labda back on the... For Merit, it's going to be annihilations. Tectonic shot upstairs. Proper goes knock, knock. He says, I've got business with all of you.
Kitsune rush on. Merit with the overclock coming around the corner.
1 pick's all they need, and 1 pick's what they've got. Kellex of all targets, pretty important because it delays that next sound Merit even more. Labda doing his darndest here. He's able to find 2 kills. Surely not Labda.
They have a spawn advantage as well.
Vortex is problematic for him though. He's too low to be involved in the fight, and he needs to duck back for a health pack. This has to be a regroup for AWCS.
One more fight here. Falcons, an opportunity to steal this second game. Someone dangerously low. It's going to be the Kitsune rush.
That's going to keep someone standing for the time being, but he's taking maybe too much damage. Backs away. Suzu committed as well. Someone has got to get someone fighting fit at this point, but it's going to be Merit that gives him a relief foul. It's a pick on Labda. The perfect answer. Symbol comes up. Merit has to dance it now. Ziad knocks out of mech. Can't get back in. AWCS in a screaming heap are crumbling. They've got to find a way to get manufacture the hold on, but Team Falcons are inexorable. They're indomitable, undeniable. With the finish line right in front of them, they will claim the map from behind. Unbelievable! Someone in the middle of the point, still finding fit. Lambda's not able to get enough damage because Merit's keeping him so busy for that high ground. And that's the Sojourn threat of AWCS. Once again, people off, but AWCS do not respect it. And they're rewarded as a result. Lambda here looking to clear. TP some damage on someone, no cheer. What about 30 bloody nowhere brings him down. And Kenneth fell inside the vortex. Grasp it on the ground. And now Merit can step forward, a sound barrier, a chance to take it all. Is Falcons reaching for yet another map win, and AWCS have nary a thing to say about it. Ziad, Pummels, Kellex, punch it, and Team Falcons, it's 3 on the trot. How do you argue with that?
Influential dignitaries. Why not? Hoping for more of a banger from AWCS if they can stay in it. Merit gets left in the round, and Team Falcons have taken it to yet another level. Lambda desperately diving in. He's gonna die. Ice block wouldn't kill him if he's not careful. Lambda gets there though. There's gonna be some shots coming in. Green. He's alive still. Yes, Lambda is now down. Blocking line aside, getting healed up. Easy as you like. Team Falcons. First checkpoint off the map, and Team Falcons have their eyes on the prize. They know it's within their grasp. Now it's a matter of completing the job. And checkmate, it's just yet another victim in a long, long line of them from Merit. Flattened our AWCS here. Vortex in play, forcing Lambda back. He'll emerge and now look to finish the job. Lambda down to the drill rush, and Proper's not done. Checkmate flattened on the point. Ziad can only play off to the side. It's anemic. It's not enough from AWCS here. Not even close. Not by half. And through wing and pinion, Falcons break the ties and by descending from the LCQ to become your mid-season champions. Has been secured. Team Falcons cement dominance in this era of Overwatch esports, the likes that we've never seen before.